in a very effective manner. We do not say that because we have done it, but the data, they definitely speak about it, and it has been recognized and acknowledged by the whole world. The World Health Organization has also appreciated and commended the efforts of the country, our country, no uncertain terms. With each passing day, we find that parameters show and reflect significant amount of success over our previous parameters. You know, there are a couple of parameters on the basis of which we judge our performance and we evaluate. And that is why I said with confidence that right now we are aware of where our disease is in the country, and we are able to focus our efforts on the containment of the disease in those areas. With just over 300 districts in the country which still remain unaffected, and around 300 districts more with just minimal number of cases ranging from 1 to 5. We have about 128 hotspots districts in the country. 128 hotspot districts, about 297 non-hotspot districts, and over 300 unaffected districts which are non-infected. And similarly, our doubling rate, which is another parameter for judging the success over a period of time, is also showing very positive results. When I talk to you today, our doubling rate for the last 14 days has been 9.5 days. For the last 7 days, it has been 10.6 days. And if I calculate for the last 3 days, it has gone up to 11.3. As you are aware that the whole world is showing a global mortality rate of about 7%, we still have a mortality rate of around 3% or so. And even for this 3%, most of the patients who have unfortunately died, that's about 86% of our patients, they are of the higher age group who already had some other morbidities like heart conditions, lung conditions, kidney conditions, diabetes, hypertension, etc., etc. Each and every that happens is unfortunately a sad development. But I can assure you that we are doing our best to save each and every life. Even after so many days, over 25 to 30,000 patients now in the country who got affected with COVID. If I may tell you that it is only 0.33% of those patients who ultimately had to go on ventilators. It was just about 1.5% of them who had to actually be given oxygen support, and it was just about 2.34% which required an ICU bed. This itself speaks volumes about the quality of care that we have been able to provide to our patients all over the country. And although we are aware that At least I am confident that we should not go into those worst conditions. But still we are preparing for the worst also. Over 2 lakh dedicated beds in our COVID hospitals and over 2 lakhs again in our COVID care centers. That is the type of arrangements that we have made all over the country. Enough of ICU beds, enough of ventilators, enough of PPEs and N95 masks. This whole event has proved to be a blessing in disguise. Things which were not manufactured in India. Today you will be happy to know that PPE which was not manufactured in India, now we have over 106 manufacturers of PPE in India, and in a day we are producing more than 1.5 lakh PPEs in the country. Similarly, for N95 masks, we have over 10 manufacturers in the country, and again we are producing more than a lakh every day. And that holds true for ventilators also, for the necessary medicines. After saving enough medicines that may be needed for our own people, we are right now helping over 50 countries of the whole world in providing medicines like hydroxychloroquine, etc. So this is just to give you an idea that right now we are in full command of the situation. We are exercising full control over the situation. The location of the enemy is well known. Our strategy to fight the COVID virus is well defined, and there are very good monitoring systems in place